We're going up to the lookout over Wilpena Pond. There's some old people about 75 years old right on our ass.
We have the Pink Roadhouse's navigation map. These are free maps you can get. We also have this hand-drawn map of the Painted Desert. We're going out there shortly. Here's our other free map that has all of South Australia in it.
We're at Lake Erie. This is just the small south end of it. It goes way north. It's actually a pretty big, shallow salt lake that had 2 heavy years of rain and filled it up, so we're lucky to even be able to see water in it. There's a lot of flies here. You need these fly screens, and you need to get one big enough. You got your food up in here, and it doesn't bother you. But look where we are. Come over here. Look at there. Look at here. Look around here. You can't beat this. No way. Fly or not. I'm the gate mate. There's this guy named Ruthie. He's like this Australian 4x4 guru. He's in all the magazines and he has videos and all that stuff. The highlight of all his videos is he takes a bucket of crap and throws it all into this one big thing, and it's a bloody mess. It makes you want to watch the whole video. I'm doing a similar Ruthie type item here, although quite sedate. It's just SpaghettiOs and some of this sauce. But if it was Ruthie, you would have like onions and hot pepper, chili sauce, and you'd have every damn thing in there. I can't imagine the trouble those guys have in the Outback after Ruthie gets done with it.
We're on the Tanamite Trail, and that is about 1,000 or 1,100 kilometer long, mostly dirt track that goes from Alice Springs to Halls Creek.
We did a lot with ARB. We put the Emu suspension in, which jacked it up about 1.5 inches.
Today in the patrol we've taken out the standard factory suspension and we've upgraded it with the Old Man Emu Nitrocharger Sport shock absorbers and the Old Man Emu front coil springs as well.
I'm hanging out at Darren's Total Traction Tires. We took the truck over to ARB and they put springs in it and shocks. When you do that, you have to realign the front end. If you just jack it up, steering gets steep and it gets maybe a little squirrely at speed. Darren's going to put in some offset bushing, rotate the axle back to where it belongs, so the car will be more stable going down the highway. Before, with the stock suspension, we actually bottomed the front end out several times just on a washboard road. Mickey Thompson set us up with some AZT, or is it ATZ? I get that mixed up all the time. P3. We used them about 50-50 on dirt and pavement. They've been holding up really well. We've been on the Udinata, which I'm saying wrong, the Tanami, the Gibb River, across the Savannah Way, up to Cape York, back down to Alice, across the Great Central Road. All these are dirt roads and 0 flats. Most of the time, too, we're running really low air pressure, 20 to 25 pounds in the dirt. So the tire's really having to flex a lot, and it's gripping. We haven't got stuck. We've been over dunes, through mud, stuff like that. So we're not getting stuck, but we are definitely working the tires. The rears have got a few chunks of rubber missing. One particular trail was just broken up, really sharp rocks. This is my Keith Urban impression. I drove the first part of this morning in the dirt and it was good, but then when I got on the pavement, I wasn't feeling it. A little more roll. There's nowhere to sleep when you're in the Outback. There's no hotels. Sometimes you just got to pull over. We got this ARB Simpson tent. It was pretty expensive, and we had to get the roof rack. The Velcros kind of lost their Velcro, and they didn't last all that long. And we've lived in it 4 or 5 months now, and the only real flaw in the thing is that the cover was set really, really tight as far as the zipper. So if you want to leave your bedding and your pillows and your sleeping bags up here, you fold the tent down and you just couldn't get the zipper to zip. You had to like have everything out of it. We took it to a marine canvas guy, and he added about 1 inch to the zipper, and that really made it work good. Now we can leave 2 sleeping bags. We have our mesh screen in here. We have our ground cloth, our pillows. There's even a little fan up in there. So I highly recommend adding about 1 inch to the zipper.
There it is there, Adelaide River Cruises, the Northern Territory, Australia.
My taillights quit working. The wires all broke out of this plug, 2 actually. There's one here and then there's one here. I gotta get it put back together. So what I'm gonna do is lop that plug off and then connect these directly to there with little connectors. The other thing we have besides the tent and the rack, which the rack's good because we carry extra fuel and I have all my spare parts up here, is we have a side awning. It folds out, it's like 2,500 millimeters by 2,500 millimeters or 2.5 meters, whatever it is. It's nice and roomy. You can sit under there, you can make your Kranskis, you can get out of the sun. If I was traveling alone, I might go with just the side awning and the screen room and sleep in there. We're getting on the Great Central Road. See you later. August, I'm going to drive for a while and rebuild that reservoir of goodwill. This is the RAA, Royal Australian Air Force Air Firing Range. All persons are strictly prohibited from entering this area. So if you do find this and you play this chip, know that if you really don't want people in here, put a darn chain or something across. We're going in because this is the way we gotta go. This is like absolutely fabulously beautiful country. I'm just so happy out here. Maybe this 4-wheel drive thing isn't so bad. It's kind of an old man's game. You know, if you want to carry gas and food, fuel, and your wife and camping, there's no real good way to do it. I know people do it on a motorcycle, but they look freaking ridiculous doing it. They look like a rolling garbage dump going down the road. I mean, what the hell? We're still out here, even though we're not on a motorcycle.